Hey now. So I kind of took some inspiration from Bill. I got to be honest. I try to color coordinate my outfit. I have a very similar shirt, as you can see. I have a nice orange Tigers hat on. It's a look. It's a look. I'm trying to personate Bill. I should say yo and hello. But anyways, we're like in a stretch now of some really, I guess, good, bad, depends how you look at it, common Hall of Famers. And we're up to Rollie Fingers. Interesting about Rollie Fingers, I think he may have the most wins of any starting pitcher, but still have a losing record. He's got over 100 wins and even more losses. But obviously, he's not in the Hall of Fame because of his win-loss starting pitching record. He's in because he was an incredible closer. He was arguably the greatest, probably was the greatest closer of his time. And when he retired, he had multiple, I think he had 3 World Series. He had MVP, a Cy Young, very rare, especially for elite pitchers. So I think of him like Willie Hernandez, again, Tiger, maybe the only one to do that. And he was very noticeable, probably more famous than anything for his mustache. The story is, and it's a true story. Let me adjust my hat. It's a true story that in 1972, when Reggie Jackson showed up to camp, Charles Finley, the old owner of the Oakland A's at the time, they thought he would hate facial hair. And instead, what he did was he made a bet that whoever can keep their facial hair through the season, from spring training to the beginning of the season, would win $300. And so Rollie Fingers modeled his mustache on the old 1800s players, that old handlebar mustache. And to this day, he kept it. And there's even a story that at the end of his career, Marge Schott wanted him to join the Reds. And he said, no, because Marge wanted him to shave his mustache for the team policy. He goes, when you shave your St. Bernard, I'll shave my mustache. And that was the end of that. But after baseball, actually, Rollie had a very sad life. Not sad, but very tough life. He went bankrupt. He barely had a pot to piss in, as they say. But then on the second ballot, he got in the Hall of Fame, and the Hall of Fame changes everything. Autographs, shows, circuits. Even today, he's on all the signing circuits. You could argue maybe he's one of the easiest, if not the easiest and cheapest Hall of Famers still living, at least up from a player position. There's obviously some executives like Shearholes and Selig you can get for free. But I guess that's it. I guess we should look at the autograph analysis of the one and only Mr. Rollie Fingers. See, we go to PSA here, and I mean, even to this day, his autograph is pretty fairly common. The R is almost like a P with the Pete Rose, not sort, but it comes straight down. He's got a lot, then he breaks after the R, and he gives like these wiggly lines, kind of like what Willie Mays does in a lot of his signatures, and it just keeps flowing into the F. And the F, I've seen it come around, I've seen it come down, then it gets the fingers, and it's I don't know how to describe it. Once you see Rollie Fingers, it's a really unique autograph, and I don't know why anyone would forge a Rollie Fingers autograph, but it's very tough to forge. Very tough to forge. Like I said, if you we can keep going down the PSA database, and all the modern signatures are going to be the same. Even this is, I would almost consider a vintage signature, and it's a little nicer. The R doesn't go through right here. It goes a little bit to the right. But again, it looks like, again, a bunch of circle, squiggly lines, almost like it's constant ease to me into the F. This time the F, it's all one straight, as you can see, straight signature. There's no breaks after the R. This is actually in Tiger Stadium now. I look at the background. And again, the S comes up and down. But again, these are, again, all common signatures. Again, here's a little bit more modern, the R and the F. There is a break. You can see the F comes in, and he starts again with the G up here. And like once you see a Rollie Fingers autograph, again, we're not talking anything real spectacular, really rare. Again, common autograph right here. Comes around. You usually want to see that line drop straight down again to the right of this, not through the R. Again, bunch of E's. You see that's very common with the E's into the F. Sometimes you see this line going through it. Other times you don't. I don't want to say it's common. But again, he signs for $15 through the mail. I'm going to put his address at the bottom of here. As always, mail anything at your own risk. Even though it's Rollie Fingers, don't mail anything you would ever want to lose. So, I mean, we can keep going through the PSA database. I don't know. Yeah, this is a unique autograph. Again, this is 1970 rookie signature. So you're not going to get this from Rollie Fingers anymore. I just want to keep him. Again, very early signatures. Even like this is probably a playing career signature. And again, you can see how it's transgressed. The R is pretty much the same. It's a little more rigid right here, but it still comes straight down. At least we have almost, you could see the O, it's not fully E's, and the F comes around with the cross through the F right there. But again, it's typical. This is an early signature. Okay, we're looking here 1975. I mean, these are not the signatures obviously you're going to get anymore. This is a signature you're going to get now when you go get his autograph. So it's a nice signature. I mean, it's very pleasant to look at, but it's just not rare at all. I mean, we can go through these all day. So again, there's him with the classic handlebar mustache with Simmons and Yount. So I mean, not that anyone cares. This is my autograph I got from him. Again, very classic Rollie Fingers. Yes, it goes through the R, not all the way around. I got this at the 93 National. Again, he got in the Hall of Fame the year before, so he was touring then, signing autographs then. And to be honest, he may be cheaper now than he was in 93 because he signed that many autographs. So, I mean, if we turn to eBay, I just look, you can get a nice inscribed baseball. Even $70 honestly seems like a lot of money. I mean, there's a beautiful ball for $60. I guarantee you, as we go further down, you can pick up a nice autograph Rollie Fingers for under $50 for sure. Like I said, not rare at all. So, and speaking of not rare, we're going to move to another common player. He's around, and that is the man who broke Rick Farrell, who we just talked about, his catching streak. But until then, as always, keep collecting.